Okay, now that my LP of The Legend of Zelda NES is finished, I thought that I'd make this bonus video pointing out all of the things I forgot to mention during the playthrough. So enjoy the bonus video, and I hope you like what I have included. Alright, to start off, I will show you this thing I forgot about that could be useful if you don't want to be low of keys through your journey. When you enter level 1, you will see that the door at the top is locked, and of course in my playthrough I just went ahead and unlocked the door with a key. Well, when you enter level 1, if you go back outside before unlocking the door and enter it again, you'll find that the door is gone. This is just some glitch that Nintendo forgot to get rid of. It's a very handy one too, as it will save you an extra key when you complete the dungeon. Shame I didn't do this in the first place. Next, I will talk about an enemy I forgot to mention. Do you remember this thing that kept appearing in the water and shooting fireballs at me? Well, that enemy that I completely ignored is called a Zora, or should I say Zola, as it was mistranslated in the game, which eventually became River Zora. Anyway, River Zoras are a series of these fish-like creatures that view Link, the hero, as the enemy and shoot fireballs at him to damage him. They have also starred in other Zelda titles, for example like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, who were then later named Zoras. Now that you've heard my lost explanation on Zoras, let's move on to the next thing. Right, you may have seen me collect these secret rupees for the sake of the blue ring in episode 6, and heard me say that I'd be showing off more of these in the bonus video. Well, here you go. Okay, now that I have lots of rupees for finding the secret areas, I think it's about time I showed off this weapon I didn't use in the LP. This is the magical shield. There's not much to explain about it really. It's a bigger shield than our last one and can block projectiles coming towards us. A weapon very ideal when facing against the Wizrobes. However, Your real enemy when you have this item are like-likes. If you get caught by one, they will eat your shield and you will lose it forever. So if you do want to purchase the magical shield, just be wary that you don't get caught by a like-like. With the shield explained, how about we move on to the next optional item, the potions. Potions can be purchased at the shops in the game, or you can get one for free if you don't want the heart container. They come in blue and red colours. The red potion, when used, restores all of your health. It's pretty much equivalent to your health being restored when at a fairy's fountain, except you can use it twice. So that's handy if you're low on health, through dungeons countless times. The blue potion does the same thing as the red one, only it can be used once. Of course, if you purchase another blue potion before using it, it'll turn red. So just remember, blue equals 1 and red equals 2. Keep that in mind if you want to spend your rupees wisely. However, if you want to buy potions in the first place, you must first give the letter to the old woman from the old man. Once you do so, all potion shops will become available throughout Hyrule, because apparently sending one simple letter to a woman can then spread in a split second. Yeah, that makes sense. In fact, speaking of potion shops, let's see where they're all hidden in the game to help you out. Right, now that we've covered all of the extra items, we shall move on to the next thing I never said about, called the money-making game. The money-making game is a game in Hyrule which is all about luck when it comes to winning rupees. It's pretty much gambling, only in Zelda's sense. When you enter the green tree, the old man pops up saying, "Let's play money-making game." From here you are given 3 rupees to choose from. It's all about guessing on this one, as you either get more rupees or lose some depending on which one you choose. After choosing one, it then shows you what value each one was, making me feel bad for choosing the wrong one. However, don't expect the pattern of the values to be the same though, as each time you enter they are switched and changed around. You really need luck to be able to win the money-making game. I just had it too, as somehow I managed to win 50 rupees. So the money-making game is a betting game for the sake of saving up more rupees faster. In fact, if you want to go to this event more often in the adventure, how about I show you all the hidden areas where each money game is. As well as the money-making game, there is also another thing hidden in Hyrule called door repairs. This isn't a fun event, mind you. During your journey, you may have bombed a wall or burnt a tree, which revealed an entrance. If you go inside, there'll be an old man saying, "Pay me for the door repair charge." Once you go in, you'll have to wait for the text to end, and when it does, rupees will be taken away from you. So sometimes when you find a secret entrance, it could contain an old man ready to rub you off your rupees. In fact, to keep you safe, here's every location in the game where the door repairs are. I think that's everything I need to mention in the outside world of this game. Now, let's move on to the dungeons. Okay, so I said that I'd show you the extra parts of level 6 in episode 6. We could go in these other rooms, but it's pointless because they don't lead us to anywhere. And I will be showing those off in a bonus video. Well, here they are. Still on the topic of dungeons, we'll go through level 9 again, but show you the best routes to take if you are unequipped with the magical key. I am doing this because I said about it in the finale of my episode. In a bonus video, I'm going to show you what paths you need to take, if you don't have the magical key. So like if you need to collect all of the keys in the dungeon to proceed, and all that. However, with me already having the magical key, I'll do a bit of video editing to let you know how many keys you'll have throughout the dungeon. There'll be a little box at the bottom left to show this. Of course, to save a bit of time, I'll be speeding it up with music to keep you interested. So, once again, roll the music. And from here it continues the same way it did in episode 9. So instead of showing you the same thing again, I'll just stop it from here. If you want to know where to go next to use the 3 keys, then go watch episode 9. From there it's the same thing as before. Well, that was level 9 without the magical key, so I hope it helped out. Alright, I think that pretty much does it for everything that I needed to show off in the first quest, and yes, if I said first quest, then that means there's another quest. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so there are 2 ways to get into the second quest. You can either, 1, complete the first quest and click on the same save file, or 2, make a save file with the name Zelda. Choose what you like, I don't mind. Now, I will say this, I personally have never completed the second quest in this game, so I will not be showing this off, making this Let's Play an 18-part project. Unfortunately, that's all I can show, as I find the game impossible to beat in the second quest. So go find some other skilled player who can complete this quest. I'm not an expert at this game. If you watched episode 8 in my LP, at the end I explained about the Triforce pieces to my friend Harry TM. Oh no, this is, they're like Triforce of different things. There's Triforce of Power, Triforce of Wisdom, and the Triforce of Courage. I think we've got the Triforce of Courage. I think that's right, but I'll correct myself by putting an annotation up or something. Well, I'm here to correct myself. In the original Legend of Zelda, only 2 Triforce pieces exist in the game. These are the Triforce of Wisdom and the Triforce of Power, or Triforce with Power, as it says in the prologue. So, Zelda divided the Triforce of Wisdom to hide it from Ganon, so that he didn't have the full Triforce pieces, or the Golden Triangles possessing mystical powers, as they call it. And that's what each part we've been collecting is for. To collect the 8 shards in each dungeon to restore the Triforce of Wisdom. Anyway, you may think that that's the full Triforce restored, but you'd be wrong, as the next lies in the sequel, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. In that game, the Triforce of Courage is introduced and is used to awaken. Okay, I think that I should stop right there, because I'm giving away too much spoilers for the game. How about we move on to something different, and I'll explain more about this when I do a Let's Play of Zelda 2. It's probably gonna be a bit of a while though, because it's really hard. For now, just remember that the Triforce of Courage is in that game, okay? Digressing from the spoiler zone, there's this thing that I didn't realise at all from playing The Legend of Zelda NES. A YouTuber of mine called LT Kenyon said this: "Did you know that in the Famicom version of the game, Poe's voice can be defeated by shouting into the microphone on the Famicom controller? This was moved from the NES version because the NES controller doesn't have a microphone. This was later referenced in Phantom Hourglass, where the Poe's voice return. To defeat them, you need to shout into the microphone on the DS. Cheers for pointing that out, as it shows there's a link between Zelda 1 on the Famicom Disk System and Phantom Hourglass on the NDS. I never noticed that, so please give him some credit for pointing that out. His channel can be found in the description below. Finally, to end things off, do you want to hear about my next Let's Play that'll be coming soon? Okay, I'll give you some clues. It's a GBA game. It has 5 playable characters in it. And it has that sound. Yep, my next play will be Sonic Advance 2 for the GBA, a game I grew up with throughout my childhood. So keep out for that, which will be coming soon. For now though, I am Calham64, and I will see you in my next Let's Play.